Hello everyone, Man of Thrall here. Welcome back to another weekly update video, and boy do we got a bunch of them this week actually. Okay, so first off, I'm going to start with the account security for this week. It's account security week. They want to boost awareness about the authenticator now that the JAG system is going to be out of place. So they do want to try to have an incentive, and players who have the authenticator enabled will start receiving 2 extra keys this week every time they log in up until Sunday the 21st of May. Also, if you check in with Count Check, he also has some goodies up his sleeve in the form of XP lamps, it says, for players who have it enabled. And it says if you claimed XP lamp in October 2016 during customer support week, you can claim a second one during this week. The authenticators are really easy to set up, and really I would strongly suggest setting them up as is. All you need to do is you need to have some sort of device that can scan, whether it be a smartphone of some sort or tablet. And even if you want to, what you could do if you don't have the money to go out and buy a brand new phone or anything like that, get yourself a cheap used cell phone, preferably from a reliable source. You don't have to get a plan, like let's say get a Straight Talk phone, okay? Not sponsored, but if you get a Straight Talk phone, you can go get a used one, like an S3 or Galaxy S3, like any one of those that actually can support the Google Authenticator. You might be able to drop $20 and get yourself an authenticator, because all you would really need to do is have the internet capability. So if you have it off of Wi-Fi right there alone, you'll have a good way of doing it. And I just noticed it's really dark in my room here. So I would do it at least that way. So, at least have an old one or something like that. This is my old phone. I keep it around just for that reason. It's my authenticator. It has no cell phone service, but the authenticator still works because I can still go online with it. Not to mention I previously have it installed before the service was over anyway. But you should be able to do that just fine as long as you can access the Google Play Store. So as long as you have the internet access, you should be fine. Okay, so there's also going to be Q&A sessions throughout this week. So there's AMA and Q&A Wednesday 1600 game time with Mod Steve and Mod Infinity. And it says customer service managers for both RuneScape and old school RuneScape. So it's on Reddit and on the forums. There's also going to be a Twitter live Periscope on Friday at 1400 with game time with CSJ mods, so customer support J mods. There's also going to be improved support pages, so those of you who have had issues in the past, it's at least worth to check it out. If you want to, you can always visit the Account Security Hub right off the bat. But while that loads, I kind of want to show you guys the main thing that I'm looking forward to, and this was from Mod Shawnee that did this update from what I read. But as for everything going on, well, okay, yeah, see, here's the security update page. So, you have securing your computer and account. There's a whole bunch of different types of tips, password creation advice. I mean, clearly you want it to be something you can memorize, but something that's not too overly easy to guess. Mine are never either. I can't remember mine. I always have mine written down. Well, actually, I do have my current one memorized, but that's one thing. So that's it for the account security part of the week. Otherwise, there's custom skies, competitions, and countdown to Menaphos. So there is going to be a double XP starting on May 19th at 1200 UTC. That's this Friday for double XP weekend. Remember, I did post a previous video about when and what will be available. I will go over that restriction here with you in a bit. Matter of fact, I just like to have things secured. Okay, just to go over and re-establish what is available, well, what is restricted for a double XP weekend. And it's Assist System, XP Lamps, Tomes of Experience, Ecto Funtus, Cremation, Dragon Rider Amulet, Auto Sanctifiers, Goldsmithing Gloves, Brawling Gloves, Player-Owned House Altars, Wilderness Chaos Altar, Dungeoneering Wildcards, Sacred Clay, Urns, Ancient Effigies. This is also does not apply to given on hand-in for the following activities: quests, daily challenges, Jade Vine, Strange Golden Rocks, and other distraction diversions. It does not apply to awarded on hand-in of points and tokens. For example, Slayer points, Brimhaven Agility Arena tickets, and Dungeoneering tokens. The invention skill benefits are different compared to others. Item XP gained is plus 50%. Making items on a workbench, such as charge packs, siphons, you give 50% more XP. Disassembling random items, logs, potions, etc. Nothing that's been already augmented, basically. You'll get 50% more XP. Disassembling and siphoning equipment that is augmented will not give improved XP. Iron Man accounts do not receive XP on double XP weekend. Okay, and if you have a stored bonus XP, you get alongside of it, so you're not getting, just double, you're getting nothing, triple. Well, no, your base XP is at 200%. So I wanted to establish that this way, in case there's anybody who's curious. And update skies, I'll get to that shortly, because there's also competition with that, and I want to go over that with the update. There's also a countdown to Menaphos going on. So if you click the icon displayed when you log into the countdown interface, it says each day that you log in from May 19th until June 4th, you can claim a reward, which is lamps, stars, meteorites, skilling packs, lanterns, a whole bunch of goodies that can be offered. It says note that each reward is only available on its given day, and only non-Iron Man accounts with membership are eligible. So you have to be a member, and you cannot be Iron Man, any type of Iron Man. It says once Menaphos goes live, you'll be able to access the chests shown in the countdown interface and receive a duplicate of each reward you claimed, making launch day all the sweeter. So get all the stuff that you've claimed, because then you can get all that again when it launches out. Live streams this week at May 16th at 1600 game time, The Road to Menaphos Slayer Edition, and May 19th at 1800 PBM with Mod Lee. Now, for this week's actual update, now it's big news to me. I know some people who have been playing RuneScape for a while. This is actually really huge news. Now, there is one slight adjustment I would make to it, just one. But what it is custom skies. So the Skybox, you can actually now customize it, which is freaking sweet. I already checked it out. It is awesome. And there's also they redid something with the Orb of Oculus. No longer do you need the item. You just got to right click and you can go free cam and check out different scenery. And that actually leads into the in-game picture competition. So they want different types of pictures, and they will be picking their favorite, whoever gets the best one and the one they will like the most. On the 22nd of May is when they will make decision on who wins shortly after that, so you have up until then to put in. But if you win, you get a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 GPU/graphics card. If you get second place, you get 2 bonds. If you get third place, you get 1 bond, and after that, so you can post the pictures on their Twitter. You can post it on the forums. Just try to get the best pictures you can, and who knows, you might win. And if you don't need the graphics card and you still want to enter, that's fine. Maybe you know somebody who wants to win. Try to think about your friends and family too. So, but you can post it on Twitter and on the RuneScape's competition page, which is the in-game picture competition. So do head over to that if you want to see it. It does say that the one criteria is you want to have the HUD, the HUD, hidden, which is F2 and space. And then you can go into free cam and they want some awesome pictures. So without any further ado, let's show you guys what this can do. Okay, so I'm already at Shattered Worlds. So I'm just going to show you the Shattered Worlds area, because a lot of this area is kind of newish. So if you are curious to see how you do it, you want to right click on the world map. Once you right click it, you can change your skybox, and there's actually a bunch of things. And you get the River of Blood hallucination. So I mean, you got filters, you got skyboxes, you name it, Let's go for Zermergles. Look at that. That's just actually kind of weird. List images. Let's go to the Minishi Spirit Realm. That actually looks almost identical. So yeah, Magic Toad. Whoa! That is weird. Okay, so let's do that. And now we'll throw in a Eclipse Sky. Oh, okay, so you can only have a filter or skybox. You can't have both. But look at that. This is what is going on now. You can now change your skybox. And you can also change the filters. Now, the only thing I would actually recommend is, okay, have it so people can have a preset list and make their own preset list. This way, maybe somebody wants to actually have their game have a day-night cycle. You can have a day-night cycle now. Because you can start from dusk and go all the way to bonfire, which bonfire looks a lot like nighttime, just because of, well, with the torches lit up. It looks really cool. So you could have they could implement that system in there, because I know later on there's supposed to be weather coming into the game, which would be pretty sweet, but weather can happen any time of the day. So, okay, let's try to get this move. Okay, so F2, you can toggle your chat. Okay, so R and F, move it down. Middle click and drag is how you rotate it. That's just my mouse kind of being a pain. There we go. See, R and F, you can also change your movement speed, you can change your rotation speed. It would be kind of nice if you could have it so it could angle down too. Like get different angles into it. But yeah, this is what they want. They want different pictures like this. Oh, you can angle it. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you could do all sorts of different types of pictures like this. I think I know exactly one of mine is going to be this right here. Hit spacebar, you'll hide that. right like that. And now you can just take a screenshot. Where do we got that on here? There we go. Just took a screenshot. No problem. So right there's your. If you want to get back into it, just hit space F2. You can see your stuff again. If you hit escape, you go right back into your view. So yeah, that is this week's update. Now it might, like I said, it might not seem like much to some people, but to other people this is huge. Some people will know what I mean if you've been around for a little while. Now we'll go into the patch notes. Now that we have fully explored all of that for you guys. Okay, so patch notes, skills, D&Ds, and minigames. Circus Teddy now correctly states that you can only do 5 thieving tickets, or 5 thieving trips. Quest challenges and achievements. Beads for the imp catcher quests are no longer lost with death in the wilderness. You can now correctly use this taskmaster emote once all area achievements are completed. Other visualize option has been added to the Orb Oculus, allowing you to select the Skybox and /or filter of your choice. Some filters must work corresponding with the others. Just that combo I picked did not work. The day and night stones will no longer expire 90 seconds after activating them. The bloodstone has been added, which can be acquired by talking to Venezuela if you completed River of Blood. The minigame HUD is now removed when using Orb of Oculus. The Orb of Oculus can now be used in Legacy mode. You can now access the Orb's Gaze and Visualize features by right-clicking the world map icon, which is what I showed you guys. The two-handed Sun Spear and Augmented Variation can now swap styles during combat. The Legacy Accordion on the world map has been fixed. The default tooltip is no longer transparent. The World Select and Shattered World Start interface now auto-selects a band based on your highest world reach, rather than starting at World 1. The way that puncture damage interacts with hit effects has been tweaked. Tooltips for main ribbon icons will now update to reflect whether they are currently open or closed. A typo in dialogue with Milton the Miller has been corrected. The pop-up for buying out-of-stock options will no longer appear when switching tabs in the rare item store. The sink in Varrock Palace now correctly works as a water source. It is no longer necessary to auto-set up every time when graphics drivers are out of date. I know some people find that annoying. I know I used to. German, French, and Portuguese language worlds will now have a 2100 UTC game time, half-hour slot. Players can now complete Spring Fair fortunes related to dungeoneering without an issue. Ninja Fixes buying olive oil from Razmir will now upgrade to 4 doses with the more tired medium task completed. Toggle has been added to World Hop interface to ignore confirmation when left-click world hopping. Arriving at a lodestone when using a quick teleport has been made quicker. Messages from using luck-enhancing items such as Ring of Wealth and Luck of the Dwarfs are no longer filtered. When using Viswax, it will now take the wax directly from your bank if you do not have it in your inventory. The time since you last collected resources has been added to the Miscellanea Kingdom overlay. Afros sold by Party P are no longer tradable. When repairing degraded items, you will now be offered the option to try and repair everything in your backpack and worn inventory at once. Slayer VIP tickets have been moved to the currency pouch. The clan broadcast for someone guesting in your clan chat will no longer appear repeatedly when they change worlds or rejoin. I thought that was weird, and it is. You can now correctly convert generic daily and weekly D&D tokens to weekly and monthly D&D tokens. Take 7 for 1 week, 28 dailies for 1 month, and 4 weeklies for 1 month. NXT, a crash / freeze during / after playing certain cutscenes has been fixed. A crash due to array overlays has been fixed. OS X input fixes. The CMD plus Q hotfix has been fixed. Various CMD hotkeys, especially Shift, CMD plus 4, and Shift, CMD tab, leaving Shift CMD buttons held down in OS X and blocking mouse until they have prevented again from being fixed. So scrolling with the mouse wheel is no longer ignored and scrolls by small amount as it should. A black bar at the top of the full screen mode in OS X has been fixed. A rare script related crash has been fixed. A crash caused by NPC hint errors has been fixed. Several potential crash issues or crashes in the audio system have been fixed. Distance fog no longer turns objects white in the background. The mini menu now has correctly priority for certain camera angles. The client icon no longer appears as a terminal on OS X. A crash caused by dragging certain items or interfaces has been fixed. An animation subsystem has been optimized. Model loading has been optimized. An issue where some wall pieces were not correctly lit has been fixed. Compact install on the NXT client has been fixed. Drawable elements have been optimized and particle rotation have been fixed. And now if I haven't mentioned it, I don't know why I didn't, but if I haven't, and if I have, I'm sorry. But like I was going to say, the only change... Hello, music. The only change I would change to the Skybox... Oh, I did mention it. Yeah, is about, letting people set in a certain rotation in a certain time frame. This way it automatically can change, let's say... you can have a list of as many as you want, and then once that list finally gets gone through, it can go and go back to whatever, the next one until it gets back to the beginning one and repeats the cycle. But that'll actually do it for this episode, so thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, later guys.